everybody, welcome to Excel video 393. I'm Nate Moore. If you're looking for New Year's resolutions, things to look forward to in 2014, I'd suggest this book from MGMA Store, Better Data, Better Decisions, Using Business Intelligence in a Medical Practice. Yours truly is one of the authors. If you're looking for ways to change the way your practice looks at data in 2014, there are all kinds of good ideas that can help you get started. That said, what I want to do is go back to the advanced filters that we've been playing with for the last several Excel videos now and show you maybe a simpler way, an easier way, especially if things get more complicated in your filters up here. Let me throw a different idea at you, another way you might attack this problem. So I took the data over here, copied it to this tab over here called Simplify, and then the only thing I've done between here and here is you'll see I clicked the filter button to have these drop down arrows just because I'm used to seeing them and they help me. If you're looking to filter several different things at once, here's another way to do it. If you're familiar with the if function, equals if, let's say what I want to do is if any of the following three conditions are true in an appointment, I'm nervous that the patient's not going to show up, I want to know. One of my criteria is if the referral source, let's say, equals unknown. If I don't know where this patient came from. Hang on, I need a double quote there. Then what I want to do is I'm going to do 1, otherwise 0. So what am I doing? I'm saying if the referral source happens to be 1, and you'll notice it's not case sensitive. See how I didn't capitalize the U here and it still found it. I'm going to charge that appointment, if you will, a point towards, hey, this patient might not show up because I don't know where they came from. Doesn't mean they're not going to show up. It's just they're maybe more likely to not show up. Let's do another criteria. Equals if, let's say that if their no-show history is greater than 50% of the time. Well, if you haven't shown up more than 50% of the time, I'm going to add a point to that. So again, what does the if function do? If no-show history is greater than 0.5, 1, otherwise 0. Hit return, and now we'll see like this appointment here, this appointment here. These folks haven't shown up yet. 100% no-shows. So there's pretty good odds they might not show up again. Let's do one more. Equals if, let's say the appointment's on Friday, and for whatever reason Fridays we're less likely to show up at our practice. What we can do is say equals if, and then we're going to do a weekday function. And what weekday will do is it asks for the date, so we'll give it the date. And then comma, what it wants to know, it's kind of running off the screen here a bit, but we're going to, where do I start counting weekdays? We're going to say Sunday is 1 through Saturday is 7, so I'm going to put a 1 there. So if the weekday where Sundays equals 1 equals 6, that means Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday is 6, then what I'm going to do is I'm going to charge that appointment 1, otherwise 0. So again, what am I doing up here? If the weekday with this function turns out to be 6, which says if the date of the appointment is a Friday, I'm going to charge a point, otherwise 0. So now I've got 3 different criteria here. You'll see Excel's given these names column 1, column 2, column 3. I can do a bit better than that. I'm going to do this is referral. This one is history. And this one I'm going to say is Friday. Then what I can do is I'm going to add one more tab out here that says total, and all I'm going to do is do equals sum these 3 criteria. So now what I have is I have a sum of the criteria, and I can go through and filter it this way to say I want everything that's 1 or higher. Here are the appointments. Whoa. You got to click the right button. There we go, 1 or higher. Here are the appointments that are more likely to no-show, and we can sort those by appointment date or by location and find those. The other thing we might do is hide these columns so they don't clutter up our total, and then we can say here they are, or we could sort this guy from largest to smallest and say here are the ones that are especially most likely to not show up. See how by using the if function and putting the information out here, we can control our filters in a little more easy to understand, flexible way. We can see the criteria here and then hide them and get a score here. That's what I wanted to show you. I'm going to do one more video on filters, show you another way to maybe simplify this even a step further, We'll do it next time. Thanks for watching.